Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to week 2, episode 2 of my new kind of vlog type videos. What is the date today? I don't know. 20th of January. I was going to do one of these last Friday, but I didn't have a huge amount to show you. But I've since finished something, so I've got something to show you that's finished. I've got some new works in progress to show you. Literally only just cast on or started. No yarn to show you this week, so it'll be quite a quick one. But yeah, let's kick off with what I have finished. Some of you might have, no, you won't have seen this finished. Some of you might have seen my progress elsewhere, but let's stand up. This is the Stick Season Sweater by Rebecca Clow. This I made for my husband. It just needs blocking. That is it. Ends are sewn in. Collar was the last bit to finish. I've done the sleeves along the bottom edge. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this, and eventually I'd quite like to make myself one. But this was James C. Brett DK with merino yarn, I think, in gunmetal grey. Let me scoot back forwards. I really love this texture, and it fits in perfectly. I'm so pleased with this. He did say to me, am I going to have to wear that every day? I said, you know, only one day per stitch that I've put in it. But yeah, virtually every day. So yeah, there is my finished piece for the week. And then I've also started I said last week that for 2025, one of my things was a knit scrap blanket and a crochet scrap blanket. You might have seen I've started my crochet scrap blanket. So this is moss stitch in the round. I've done I'm hoping you can't tell, the join I've done in one of the corners. I can't tell from here which one it is. It's this one, because I want it to be like invisible. I want the seam to be virtually invisible. But I don't know if you've seen my video about it over on TikTok or wherever, but I sorted my yarn, my scrap yarn, into kind of rainbow colours. So I'm going to do the rainbow in order. It won't be even amounts of each colour. A lot of you were getting a bit, because I had loads of blue. Makes sense to do blue for the last rounds because they're the longest. Yeah, it kind of does. I get that if I was trying to do even rounds, but it's going to be scraps. It's not going to be even. It is going to be seriously random, but in the rainbow colours. So next, I've got a couple more purples to do, and then I'll be on to the pink. So yeah, I've done my crochet scrap blanket for 2025. One of my favourite stitches this is. I haven't done it in the round before, but it's always been one of my favourites. These two are actually Stylecraft Highland Heathers so far, by coincidence. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how that's going to turn out. And because I've been knitting a lot recently, this has felt like it has been super fast, because crochet works up a lot quicker. But yeah, there is another work in progress. Also, I have, oh no, I'm going to get in a tangle here. Let's do this one next, because it's on top of the other one. So because I finished the jumper, I can now start on my own Daft Days cardigan, which is the knit along for the East Anglian Yarn Festival. My sister is doing the crochet along, hopefully. She's got the yarn for it. So it'll be pretty cool if she gets that done and I get this done, because she can wander around in the crochet along piece and I can wander around in the knit along piece. And when I say I've started it, I've literally just cast it on. And I've got all the stitch markers on there because it's 237 stitches that I need to cast on for the size that I'm doing. And if you remember, this is like a striped cardigan, and I'm going to use my Advent mini skeins. I'll put a picture of them up here because I figured out how to do that last week. I'll put a picture of them up here. I won't need to use all of those, so some of the more muted colours I probably won't do because I'm just using bare yarn for the contrast colour. Caked this up, but I'm not sure what happened to that side. But yeah, so I've cast that on and I'm really excited to do that one. So yeah, that is the Daft Day cardigans. Actually, that's another one by Rebecca Clow. That's the same as the Stick Season Sweater, just by chance. And then I've also cast on some socks. Socks were my thing last year. I don't think I ever had a period of time last year where I didn't have some socks cast on. I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. Oh no, I've got in a tangle here. Let me just untangle myself. there we go. So what I've done, I've not done this before, I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I finally remembered. I have caked the 100-gram skein into 2 smaller cakes. Again, I don't quite know what's happened to that one. Anyway, so that I can work on both socks at the same time. Usually I just do one sock, finish that, and then move on to the next one. But yeah, done the first, I think, 3 rows, and I used the magic loop. What are these? Higher, 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 higher in 2.25, although I have cast on with a 2.5 just because I find they're a bit tight around the top otherwise. So yes, I'm going to do the Follow Your Path pattern, which is something else new by the Crazy Sock Lady. I've done a lot of vanilla socks, so it's about time I tried some new patterns. But yeah, that yarn is amazing. I'm sure that was called Morning Frost or something. It's one of my yarn subscription yarns from Under the Olive Tree. Yeah, gorgeous colours in there. Again, I'll try and put a picture of the pattern I'm doing up here. It's got a bit of texture in it. Looking forward to seeing how that works up and how quickly I get the pair done by doing 2 at a time. Well, not 2 at a time, but yeah, you know what I mean. That is all of the things I've cast on. What I also wanted to talk about was, in my last video I showed you a couple of hooks that I had ordered off of Amazon to try, because I've not had like expensive branded crochet hooks before. I've got loads of pretty ones that were not cheap, and they've all been perfectly fine, but I thought, I've got an Amazon voucher, I'll try some different ones. I don't know if you may have seen my video recently, but I really shouldn't have done that because I needed to then buy a set. So the Tulip Etimo, the red, it's perfectly fine, but these, oh my goodness, they are so smooth. It's almost like crocheting with nothing. They are the Clover Amour. Yeah, so smooth, so lightweight. They are just amazing. So the 4.5mm one is out because that's what I'm using for my moss stitch. They've all fallen out because I had to take the take this one out, so they don't need. But yeah, I absolutely am in love with these hooks. They're amazing. But yeah, so that I think is all I've got to show you this week. I don't know, again, I don't know how often I'm going to do these videos. It kind of depends how much I've got to show you. My next yarn subscription will be in a couple of weeks because that tends to come very beginning of the month. My Taylor Swift one that I mentioned, not sure when that will come. I've got no yarn to show you. I have got yarn, obviously. I wanted to track my yarn. I can't remember if I said that in my 2025 kind of aims. And this jumper used up, I'm not going to weigh the kind of scraps that I've got left. I've got them on the floor. It's like not even a whole ball, not even half a ball left. So that means I can put minus 500 grams on my kind of yarn tracking. So far I'm at minus 400 grams. I've only had 100 grams come in. I have ordered actually another 100 grams. Siobhan's Crafts had an update on Sunday and she did an amazing amethyst and labradite, I think it was, like box, 100 grams of yarn, little project bag, little yarn cozy, which I definitely need more of, pair of scissors and 5 stitch markers. My favourite colour is purple. It looked amazing, so I did treat myself to that, but that hasn't arrived yet, so I've not written that down yet. So yeah, overall I'm at minus 400 for the year. I'm sure that's going to be very different as we go. So yeah, there is this week's episode / update for you.